Live, sir, to the world. Yep.
This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome to Dr. TSPR show. This is Dr. Tangella Shiva Prasad Reddy alias Dr. TSPR. Namaste, Adab, hello. This is the technology which really connects. I already have esteemed guest. I'm thankful to him. Even before also, without any prior notice when I requested, he participated. Even for this show, at a short notice, when the entire country is reeling. This is not just the farmers' issue. It is the question of staple food. It is the question of our crops. It's the question of our festivals. It's the question of our cultural identity. It is the question of our environment altogether, and it's the question of our self respect. The self respect comes from our agrarian economy because we are 70% agrarian economy based. So we are a mixed economy to the world, and that is the reason why I requested our honorable guest, Rajeswar Gangasani Reddy. He heads the Indian Overseas Congress. I should not say just Telangana because he has pioneered this social movement. I think last 1 year or so he has been pioneering. His efforts are ultimate. Now I don't want to relegate him to just a party level man because he has seen the developments in the developed country, and from there he has been watching what is happening in the developing country because he himself is a farmer too. Welcome to this special show, sir. Good morning to you.
Morning, sir. Morning.
So how do you look at this scenario, sir? Even today also I was listening to one video which you have articulated wherein how they have made the farming community of America to surrender when they could not go ahead in Europe and USA. How is that the same policy? That to an agrarian based economy like India, you are a farmer, I am a farmer. Kapolam kapadanam chesi batukutam. Bhumi putrulam. How is that it is going to work out?
So the problem with the Indian, especially the farmers, see, I'm doing this show from last almost 1 year when they started amendments, and educated people in Indian educated people don't know what exactly these three laws are. Now people are getting educated what exactly three laws are, how is affecting even farmers, poor farmers. Even I brought a lot of farming leaders, but they are very limited knowledge at the time. Now they are getting into it. So compared to America, Europe, and India, so Indian economy is completely different. Indian farming is different. Indian lifestyle is different. When see we come to America or Europe, or we go to Oxford and all universities. End of the day, what we learn over there, but you come back and apply in India is a different way. So, right from Mahatma Gandhi to Nehru to Ambedkar, because it is a different culture, different brought up. Everything is, yes, we learn technology, knowledge, and all, but you can't apply America or Europe model to India. Already, America is a failed agriculture model, failed. Europe also. I share the video because this is farmers is getting more subsidies, more benefits in America and as well as Europe. Because farming is not a profession. Farming is like a passion. Farming is like it's really the lose win-win situation, and so farmer is a distressed one. So Indian system, especially recently, they did all this the laws or amendments. I don't know these babus are where they educated, where they are, how what kind of knowledge they have, and it's just all of a sudden they come. First time they introduced in the Rajya Sabha, then they brought to the Parliament because there's two bills. Especially number two is very important for a farmer because as educator, I'm a farmer. I'm going to sending my crop to the mandis, and I encourage ask to wherever to release my farmers to different crops. They don't want because it's time consuming and there's no price for the price guarantee for all those the crops. So instead of doing that, this government, what they did is, see, if you have open discussion with a select committee and discussion with all the farmers, all the intellectuals, how you going to fix it? Because 2004, Manmohan Singh tried at the time. Modi he was opposing. 2010 he did also the same thing. Now all of a sudden he came back and he was doing. And now another thing is he's reducing the money for FCI. FCI is yes. I'll go on that part. And FCI is also the major contribution. And FCI there is a lot of hanky panky in FCI, and instead of fixing the FCI, fixing other things, and this bill is designed and brought into the parliament by business people influenced by babus. That's exactly as I said. A farmer not involved. You see, agriculture minister is not a farmer. You don't know what it is, and Rajnath Singh, he says to the farmer son, like I saw the last of videos, you don't know what crop he's putting now, how big is going, how tall is going to grow the wheat crop. He don't know anything. And Modi, forget about it. Modi himself is not a farmer. He don't know anything. And if this kind of people, when sitting in the parliament, they're talking, Amit Shah, do you know any farming? No. See, any farming background intellectuals or farmers, they can speak. They know what it is. And as an NRI, as I'm trying to educate the people, now the people are getting what's going on. Now, let's if you want to discuss one after the other, all three of them, and I'll put some notes on. I'll go one after the other with you.
Yeah.
And however you
Please
want,
go ahead, sir.
you know.
Please go ahead, because first you expose, because the first fundamental aspect is you have been pioneering these efforts since a long time, and how America and Europe, when they failed to, after implementing, they failed in these farming amendments. How is that is being imposed on India by the same companies?
Because these same companies is like, see, in American companies, America has like 3 or 4 companies. They are into the commodities, and it's like they buy huge stuff, and they have a lot of different way to doing. They have a large farming community here because they have a minimum 150 acres of land and all. But Indian farmer are agrarian farmers are they are marginalized, very poor farmers. They are like 1.5 acre to 5 acres is maximum. After more than 5 acres is only 1% or 2% farmers in India, and these people. And if you see each farmer, if you have 1 acre of land, he can grow whatever it is. He can raise. He can get at least 60,000-70,000 rupees or 50,000 rupees per year. He can survive his family. And these people don't know. It's so you can transport. And I'll go over this. First thing is number one is like the farmer produce and commerce promotion and facilitation bill number 1, and this one is I'll give you some synopsis on this. I made a notes and all.
Please go ahead, sir. Please go ahead.
Number 1 is the farmer produce.
Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, farmer produce, trade, commerce. Yeah, promotion and facilitation. These 3 things on this Act 1. But let's see. For number 1, the criteria is trade area outside agriculture produce market committee (APMC). This is a major APMC. Freedom to sell product outside APMC. See, right now APMC and see. For your reference, APMC Mandi, the lot of these educated people and white collar jobs people, they think that APMC Mandi. Because APMC is the government control, state government control, that APMC, they create like the A2 or C2, right now C2 Vishwanathan, Swaminathan committee supposed to do that, but right now A2 they come up with a price because of all the expense and all, that what APMC does. And there is a Mandi system is in Maharashtra. Maharashtra, they have 18 licenses they created. The licenses are like cooperative licenses, but they call Mandi. But sometimes the Mandi calls like, if in Hyderabad, if you go to Bojamja market, they have a Mandi. They say it's like a cooperative system. They have traders, they get together and they do that. That is not a government fixed rate. And on this, and then APMC Act is see, right now does not eliminate APMC. Okay, they're not eliminating APMC, but they are draining APMC. Right now, APMC is, see, they say that APMC comes under the each states. In the 1964, they came up with the APMC amendment, and 2014 they asked the Manmohan Singh government asked to bring it as a internet facility like online and all, enam something like that. But APMC is there is a corruption right APMC. Tax maximum benefits has happened in few products. There are 13 products. Total 23 of them comes under there, but 13 out of 13, 3 or 4 are very important. Rice, wheat, and cotton, and some of them. But right now, the farmers from Punjab, Haryana, Western UP, those people are why they are more aggressive. They are most affected by these three bills. These three bills, because what happens is this is Punjab, Haryana called a rice bowl states. They have a Satluj river, and they have a Bhakra Dangal. They have water. Water is good and growing. I'll give an example why the farmer, even my age, my farmers, there is good water. They don't put any other crops because they want to go only rice. Because rice, when you sell the paddy, they can able to sell the paddy for 2,500 rupees per quintal, and they will get something out. Apart that, why the farmer choosing the 120 days crop? The farmer spend only 20-25 days of his time or his labor, and he'll get out of the yield. Whereas if you go to other crops, and they have spent at least they have spent at least 30-40 days to that spend, and even the more money to spend. I'll compare simple example. Last year, I gave my land to the one farmer. He wanted to do only the rice, and same thing, same guy. I gave it to the, and he lost the pulses. He could pay the money. I had to pay the, I had to take the losses, and I had to pay 10,000 rupees more because of the labor intense, because of the crop, and then there is pesticides and all those things, because there is a marginal farmer. This guy is he lend my land and he do it, but I can see all closely watch. He can't even get his labor charges. That's why, because those pulse they don't have MSP right now. So this is all APMC. APMC, see, not only those states, there is some of the APMC, Andhra, Telangana, APMCs are there, and APMCs, yes, they're collecting the taxes. Why they're collecting taxes? Because they have to maintain the mandis. The people come there, the farmer come there, they can sleep in the hall, they can have the bathrooms to go, they can have some drinking water, those things to facilitate. They have employees, they have commission agents, they are there. They also, these APMC markets, because I'll give simple example. My father's older brother, he was a marketing director. I used to go with him to markets. I used to go with the markets and see how they will do the arti and all. And even I used to take my own crop until I came to America. I used to take all my crops in Bandi. I used to take it to the market and see how they arti and they give. Now, this government APMC, their traders under control, because if trader is defaulted, the trader is out of the they can't come to the APMC. Now they want to remove the APMC, they want to private tender, and in the bill, and one of the bill is saying that if you have a PAN card, you can open an account. How is it possible? This is ridiculous. And I'm going to go this bill again. And does not eliminate APMC. They're saying that APMC does not eliminate, but they want to they want to drain the APMC. They start somewhere outside and all. Okay, if you have outside also make a rules, that's a different story. But they're not doing that. So they want to make APMC and they want to do that. And second thing, interstate in a inner state, selling not limited to the local APMC, selling inside outside state, other produce like a shoes, clothing. Okay, they're coming to compare with the shoes and clothing industry with the produce with the farmer agriculture inputs. But that's not a way, because that is the manufacturer. The manufacturer, if you make a shoes, he makes price. He set the price. He can sell the price. But whereas a farmer, he can't set the price. He just spend the time, and after 4 months later, if you don't get a crop, he's a loser. And they're saying that interstate right now, farmers can go and sell in Bangalore. They're doing it in Madarapalli. Farmers, they're taking tomatoes to Bangalore. They're interstate. And we in Andhra, they used to take all the chilies to Nagpur, and that's it. The only thing is they take a written letter or there's a form from a local sarpanch or local official saying that this is not a chore material, this is not thief material, this is a farmer material. He want to sell it somewhere, and he used to go there and sell it. That's not at all an issue. But they saying that some of the states they put a restriction, they not to go there and sell it. And I'll give you something, one more example from this APMC market. APMC in Bihar, they get rid of they no APMC. They have a local systems there. Local body they set the price. You know, in Telangana there is a town called Miryalguda. There is called rice bowl under the Nagar Sagar. They have a lot of rice mills there. I was talking to one of my rice mill friend, father-in-law, he used to be in a president for them. I was talking to him. He said, now we're buying the paddy from Bihar. He said, why are Bihar so much here? Because Bihar we're getting cheaper. Why? Because they have a local APMC. They want to sell. I said, how do they possible? He said, they ain't possible because they're selling only Bihar we're getting cheaper. Why? Because they have a local APMC. They want to sell. I said, how 100 rupees? So if you bring 900 rupees from there to here to make a rice, bringing the paddy, so it costs us 200 rupees or 1,300 rupees. Still we make another 600 or 700 rupees cheaper. So because Bihar farmers is poor. Why Bihar laborers are everywhere in Punjab and Haryana, UP, and same thing in Bangalore and Hyderabad, because Bihar farmers they can produce enough thing. That's why Bihar chief minister. I know. Even Nitish Kumar was saying all these things. If you don't take your farmers, the recently COVID-19 problem, all the Bihar labor, all the Orissa labor, because they don't providing the basic structure. So why not see in Telangana farmers they go very little, not that many people. But why the Bihar is failed because they stopped the APMC. Now take an example, Bihar is done now. Bihar now this model APMC they're not going out APMC we're keeping out, we can sell products they can sell, but when you take the product from Madarapalli to Bangalore, they have their own club, and when they take 1 kg of tomato, they're selling in Madarapalli 1 rupee, and then when you go to Bangalore, it costs you 5 rupees because of transportation. That farmer they have to sell. Then those traders get together. They say they want to buy 3 rupees, and they can only pay the transportation. They come out with nothing, zero. Their losses. Tomatoes. Same thing with chilies and a lot of other products, and they're saying that the media, the paid media, what they're saying is, this is not like all farmers are not participating. All farmers are not because why not participating? Because they don't have strength. They're not rich enough. The Punjab, Gujarat farmers, they are rich enough. They're close to Delhi. The Telangana farmer to take a tractor, go to Delhi, it takes almost 10-15 days. It's not possible. But they are doing locally. They know that. And now recently our chief minister went there and he said, I'm opposing. Now all of a sudden he changed his route. I mean, they are trying to intimidate the chief minister, Telangana chief minister. The government is intimidating. And let me go on this bill again. And they're saying online trading, speed efficiency, B2B, B2C. See, online trading. Yes, right now Inam is there. Online trading. I was talking to a couple of farmers. These farmers, what they're doing, especially some of the pulses are. What they're doing is online trading. There are 5 or 6 traders. They are coming together. They're saying on price. Online, there's no bidding. They say, I'm going to buy 2,000 rupees. There's another guy buy 2,005 rupees. Another guy buy 2,020 rupees. All of them they buy. Then all of them put together. They take the losses, and everybody is getting it cheaper. So the online trading is also not fair. Online trading is you say, hey, you're open bid. You're bid the same. Online trading. Any trader, you can from Bombay, you don't come back and buy like 10 kg of the bags here. So the online trading is big trader, big one is that what is okay. Commodity market, but they can do the commodity market in different way. Commodity market, they had to use FCI godowns. Take FCI, give it to the commodity, use that one. Government and semi-government, they can do that, but they're not doing. So this is one. Another thing is, no state taxes, no taxes access and state composite center. Now, no taxes, okay. If state, how you going to survive state? If they don't pay, state has to control. State has to do all those things. And if you don't do that, then no money for the state. How you going to, they have to hire the employees, they have to hire the office, they have to pay the bills, and how they going to state government to survive? You going to give it subsidy? No. The central government give funds for the to take care of the business? No. And before the going further thing is the last one, and and yeah. Next one, before the next one, see how could state government now, from sitting in Delhi, how could they control all India, south to north and east to west, all each state? How they can control from Delhi? This is ridiculous. You see, this is decentralization. State government, the APMC Act, decentralization of the agriculture, and that is the. I mean, Lal Bahadur Shahji and a lot of people input, but yes, in America also, in Europe also, they first they create a system, then you have to evaluate on the system. You don't close one system, you open another system. They don't do like that. They look at it, they go reevaluate, and they on that one. But here, all of a sudden, you close the system, and close the system and do open new system. That's not going to work out. And now, another thing is, this is one of the biggest things, and is dispute settlement mechanism. Subdivisional magistrate or consultation of the board, SDM, and collector of 30 days. This is where problem comes. Tell you one thing. Government officials, the number one corruption is their one. Do they go to favor the farmer? When the trader is there, he has the power, he can buy them. And if they don't settle, he can't go to court. And it's like a win-win situation. And this is the thing. And if you could have in the parliament, people would discuss it. In India, anybody has a right to go to court. And the farmer can't go to right to go to court. This is ridiculous on this bill. And I don't know. I was talking to a lot of intellectuals. They don't read. They said this is good. So read. Come on, each and every topic. And the next one is, see, and this APMC, the Maharashtra, the parallel they opened in Maharashtra 18 licenses. But 18 licenses is the cooperative, but they are also similarly close to APMC, little different model. But in the end of the day, but most of the farmers, the suicides in Maharashtra. Why? Because the reason is they don't have a proper APMC, proper pricing model, and then the thing is water problem, and there is no groundwater. The government is not taking the groundwater. There is no groundwater solution, nothing. And another thing is, the last 20-25 years, these governments, they're building huge projects, taking a huge amount of the loans on the public, and just the corruption is the highest corruption in building these big dams. And now what happens is the groundwater is depleting for every town. That's another problem with the farmers. Next, and I'll go with the Bihar. See, Bihar 2006 APMC they ends, and MSP determined by locally, and farm produce picked up from the farm. 60% of farmers are marginal farmers. 60%, more than 60% is marginal farmers, because most of the farmers are left in Bihar. Now I'll go with the pros and cons of this whole thing. The pros, B2B possibility. This farmer very good can do B2B possibility. Like like us, and educated people go do farming, then I can do the B2B. The farmer, you don't have a good cell phone to do the text what it is. Even right now it's better than the other country. They use the technology, but it's expensive for they can't afford. Interstate is pros. They say the pros are interstate. Interstate is already you can sell interstate, and better compensation due to the competition. Yes, that's the we want to create the competition. How? It should be fair competition, and innovation possible. Is innovation possible is if you have a government, state government is working with the universities, working with all these things, then there is innovation. What innovation? Innovation is all seeds on. It's like the corporates are coming and doing. That's not innovation. Innovation they see right now. A lot of people are doing like a the farming is different model. What do you call that? Natural farming as well as organic farming. All those things are coming, but it's just a very limited market for them. and now upgrade agriculture to other producer industry. Other producer industry, what other producer industry? Like you have to make a what do you call the factories with tomatoes to make the ketchup and juices to make the juices company. Like this, those things. But those kind of money, the farmer don't have. The marginal farmer don't have. The government has facilitated. See, if you remember Dr. Shivprasad Garu, 30 years ago, 35 years ago, 40 years ago, in my village, this, my father used to grow and he sell it to the village trader. That's it. That trader is, that's it. But that system is, they eliminated all over India by APMC, by the Lal Bahadur Shastri, because of the farmer is slave to the trader, village trader or the trader. Those things were removed. I used to go to city to take a bus. I don't have 100 rupees. To get 100 rupees is very difficult. I have to wait. That guy has to give the money. Even though my father has 100 acres of land, but still they don't give the money. That is the way they took a break from APMC by the Lal Bahadur Shastri and the rest of the even Nehru they started, Lal Bahadur Shastri started FCI, but that's why these changes came. Now from that changes, yes, either Vajpayee government, nobody want to reform those things because of the political pressure and corruption involved. And the cons are there. I explained pros. Cons are APMC will be less effective as a state taxes will be dwindled and APMC provide the securities guarantee will end. And SDM collectors are not a independent judiciary. No regulation proposed, only PAN card may needed. New oligarchy policy, local group merchants may dictate the price locally and exploit farmer locally. So this is the first act. So I mean, this is overall. We may prepare the notes and what people can understand, because if we go deep, and even though the wording of this act is very ambiguity, tomorrow they go to court, that wording they can change anything. Yes, this way, that way, farmer is going to lose. And this one is and now appropriate solution. Propose. What solution is proposed right now? There is no solution proposed. All you need to do is say we'll do amendments. We'll do amendments. APMC level playing field, no state taxes, and judicial intervention with the National Agriculture Tribunal. That is the one. Agriculture. See, farmer leaders are there. They are saying that they have to create agriculture tribunal. The tribunal should be controlled. Tribunal should be farmers, intellectuals, government official. That tribunal should be can help the farmer. Otherwise, this is right now. These babus are not going to help. These babus are going to be finished. The farmer is going to be in the streets. So tribunal should be there, and see why they are asking repeal these 3 bills, and they are saying that before there is no bills, before they have rules, they frame the rules. Everybody work on their frames. Now you bought these bills. This is going to be law, and everybody go to court on these bills. And registration, there is no registration, no proper documentation for anything for the trader. So this is what at a high level I can explain. I mean, most of the intellectuals, they know the agriculture background. The other people, especially the media, and I can see that those who are 60% people who voted for BJP, they don't are aware of these things. How you getting it? They don't know, because they have to learn. Anything if you don't learn, and you can't talk. I'm trying to educate the people in the last couple of Zoom calls and all. People are getting aware of but why Punjab and Haryana people are there. They're protesting. Why other people are not doing? Because they don't have strength. And next, the act number 2. This is a very, very dangerous act for the farmers. This is the number 2 is more important than number 1. But number 2 is like a farmer empowering production agreement on price assurance and farm service act. This is where the farmer will lose his share. Now, contract farming, current APMC Act prohibits contracting. Now, there is no contract farming. Here, suppose 60% of the landholders they can do, but they live on the land holdings because of they lease the land, they will get it. The basic village laws or basic rules. They any farmer they don't have right on the land. And agreements, contract, pricing assurance, farm services. The agreement, contract, who is going to? The farmer can write agreement. Farmer can do the agreement. And the terminology, the wording terminology is different. In village terminology is different. And now agreement between farmer and sponsor. Farmer and sponsor is number one, a farm produce and farm services. Farmer and sponsor. Suppose the sponsor coming, I'll give simple example, sir. When I was growing up, we used to grow the tobacco. And if you know tobacco, we have Charminar, all those things.
Bristol.
Tobacco.
Bristol, Charminar.
Bristol, I think end of the year, when I asked them, some of them, we had put it in our fields because they don't want it. If they don't want it, and we spend this much time, we process and they sub-quality. You don't want it. And even they don't throw in their own garbage. You have to bring it out to the garbage. The farmer is literally, this is what contract farming indirectly. And now after a while, this is gone. Now they're coming as seeds. The seed companies are coming. They are doing the same thing. Seed companies are giving the seeds, and then they were trying to they're trying to work on that. And now they're giving some the seeds are not good, and then end of the crops don't go. Now especially this is happening in cotton fields. And now another thing, the period of contract 1 season up to 5 years. The 1 season up to 5 years means what is 1 season up to 5 years? Who they take the granted 5 years, then that contract they see. Nowadays, how the companies are building up, how big companies are closed and running away, leaving India. What the government is doing? Nothing. Same thing. This farmer very eager to go. Simple example, Dr. Arun, simple example, in same thing, Modi was telling, the farmers are sitting in Punjab farm, Haryana farm, sitting there, he is addressing Madhya Pradesh farmers. Madhya Pradesh farmers, there is a story came out, all traders, some of the traders, they bought all the pulses, they gave checks are bounced, and they're gone. Nowhere they will find out. And the chief minister is just sitting there and do nothing. Oh, we'll try to find. And that is not a solution. And that is clear classic example. And now the model contracting and guidelines. Central government may provide model contracting and guidelines. Central government will provide. The Babu creates he'll do. He is from Bihar. He is from somewhere. He'll create. He's not going to work in Kerala. He's not going to work in Telangana. See, every state has different crops, different living style, different water level bodies, different things. Central government, they can do the policy in the states. And this is decentralized. This is a federalism. This is not like I'm one country, one nation, one prime minister, one word. This is bullshit. This is one Rama, only Rama for me. That's not going to work out. This is garbage. And another thing is price fixing mechanism. Two options: pre-fixed price (MSP). So they're saying that MSP is not living, right? Why didn't you put it in the law? MSP is there. Why put it in the law? Right? Mention one place that MSP is there. And let's put it in an APMC will make it more stronger, and other private industry also will make stronger. Do that. APMC will put more money for APMC mandis. Will be using APMC mandis. Will build the cold storage, give it to the farmers for rental. Let them do. Let them provide the funds for them, and you're draining all the funds from the APMC. And now coming from the delivery payment mechanism and fixed price MSP flexibility. These all they're talking. There's nothing in there. And delivery payment mechanism. Payment mechanism is right now. See, trader can sell. I can sell. And if you like the trader is good. The trader is coming to my field and buying and giving the money. Next time will come. I'll do done. A lot of farmers they saw me. Hey, the Reddy can you sell this guy? He's a nice guy. You sell it, he'll pay the money. So because we're not selling APMC market, we're selling outside the market because the trader he want my rice, good rice, he's coming and buying. So there's already provision there. You don't need to be included in this provision. And now farmers' land. This is where is a really the problem comes. Farmers' land. This act does not allow land as a part of a contract. Sponsor cannot put a permanent structure on a farmland or lease to sponsor. Not possible. That they put in a law, but where is a guarantee when you write a lease and you see right now if you have a land on your registered land, people are selling to 10 people. There is no mechanism to monitor. Now, suppose you give a lease, if a bank manager is mine, you put a lease and he'll give the loan. Then you belly up and then the bank goes to grab the land. There's a guarantee they know. Because another thing is, and this one, right? You take a contract with a sponsor, any corporate. Now, already they put it. You can't go to court. All you go to judge, collector, or sub-registrar or whoever there. And so you can go to court. They say that they'll prolong it, and they say that no, we're not going to give you this money because you will produce the right amount of what you want. So it's gone. And now, so this situation is not going to work out here. And a contract registration, state government can see here is again this thing. Central government making rules. Now state government has they have to execute the contracts. State government they're not collecting any money. How state government will do? You saying 1 week from central that you ask state government can form a body for registering contracts. How could they do? And this is ambiguity. This is where a lot of people don't understand here. And now, an act of God. Act of God, no loss to no loss to the farmers. If something act of God, if contractor don't buy, the corporate guy don't buy, where do you have to go? Do you remember in Gujarat, in potato farmers, Pepsi, what it is, and they bought it, and then they gave seeds. They bought already crop came out, and they said this is a substandard. Who knows what? And then they put a class saying that you can't sell it anyway. They are down dumping the garbage. How could they survive the farmer? That's the Pepsi's example. And now, and dispute management, same again. This was dispute management, and and collector or penalty. This is the same thing, and this is a major problem with the dispute management. And now, next to the sponsored 150 penalty. See, if collector thinks that if anything happens, we don't pay the money, we'll pay. You have to pay 150%. You have to pay the farmers. There's a guarantee. He says that okay, 150%. He says that okay, you pay 500 rupees, 150 rupees. They make 150%. So he make a judge. So end of the day, farmer is loser. And now I'll go to the pros and cons of this. Pros: contracts removes uncertainty that brings agriculture at the same level as other industries. See, this is what the problem is. The other industries they are different, and agriculture is different. All over the world, agriculture is completely it's separate with the industry, separate with any business. Agriculture, because their way of process is different. But our people are not understand. And good compensation, innovation. Where is innovation is coming? In here, innovation has come from the most of NGOs or government. Private industry, anytime he invests something, it is in India. See, in America they do that. Like the example is Facebook, all those things. They came, they are independent. They do research, they make money. But in India, where they don't do that. They even big companies, Tata and all those things. End of the day, they bring the technology from America and all. They use it. They have a very limited innovation. And now they're going to come to the agriculture and do the innovation. Yes, innovation is done most of the time in the government process. Right now, the green revolution is all came by the government's effort. Government put an effort on all those things. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. And FPOs, yes, And FPOs, see, if farmer can start FPOs, FPOs is how difficult it convince the farmer in a village. I can convince 20 farmers do the groundwater. You have boats. I'm going to help you. Even I'm going to your part also. I'm going to give you the money, and you provide and mechanism. They don't want to come. What I'm going to do, I'm going to waste of my time because farmer is always ambiguity. If you are educated, you will come and say something. Oh, how I'm going to. They want to see effect immediately. And see, I said this. If you do this, after 2 years later, your bore is going to full water, and you will get it. 2 years later, okay. If out of 100%, the 60-70% is successful. The 40%, one or two farmers say, oh, this is wasting time waste. So that's the problem with the farmer. And now there's a consensus. Legal recourse on the courts, market rate benefits may not realize farmers need a flexible contracts. Cooperation with the legal teams will rig the system. Weekend, no regulation, only PAN card needed. MSP minimum support price. So here is final analysis is MSP incentives to farmers and government biggest buyer state center intervention will be less right now. If MSP is not there, government is not a negotiation body, and state and center intervention will not there, then farmer will lose. And who decides? Who decides? Center decides and operates APMC, FCA buys rice without wheat. Now we'll come to the FCA. The only 6% of the MSP so far is there. 6% of all the crops, and now and see in Kerala they put a MSP on vegetables and lot of other products. So I'll give example on here. Last year in India spent a $4.9 billion on importing oil from Indonesia, Argentina, and this is an article from Economic Times and some of the Brazil countries. Why don't why don't you give the MSP for peanuts? Take an example in Rayalaseema area. There's a lot of peanuts. They don't get a MSP. Give MSP. They'll grow more peanuts. They grow the sesame seeds. They grow the. I was reading an article about the Punjab farmer. He put a sunflower seeds, and he couldn't get a MSP, and he just had to sell whatever the trader is. And now, and this kind of things to see. Now another thing is FCI. Now the government is saying that we have usually they're saying that on the record level buffer level is 400,000 tons of the grain should be in a buffer level. Maximum is 450, half a million. Now they have close to 70 million tons. The buffer is there, double there. And another thing is when they have there and they want to and FCI going losses. And now Modi is saying that go borrow FCI. Where FCI can borrow? Now, another thing, the state governments they give 2 rupees case, 3 rupees case. I'll give example. Why are you give 2 rupees case? Give it to 20 rupees case. Because if you create a labor, a labor if he can earn 500 rupees per day, okay, and he can buy 20 rupees per case, one case, his family can eat one day. So 20 rupees is nothing, okay. 20 rupees and everything will take care. 100 rupees, his family can eat that one day meal. 400 rupees still stays, okay. But at least you can increase that you give 2 rupees case, 3 rupees case. No, but you don't do that. Then you go increase the 20 rupees. 20 rupees, then the FCA can be more visible. And another thing is the labor intensive and MoneyGram, Mahatma Gandhi rural employment. That is a corrupted system. 80% of this is useless projects they do. They go there to ditch some things and they write down and obviously corrupt and the labor. Why don't you create a system is using MoneyGram into the farmer. In village farmer, okay, I'm going to give you 10 labor. You take the 10 labor amount, I'll give you you subsidize, you pay only 30%, we pay 70%. That 10 labor on my field, I'll use it. At least I can cut the crops, or I till the land, or I can do something. And these Manigra projects, 60% Manigra projects are based, only 30-40 projects where the officer or who was in charge is good one, and the useful project they do. You know, I told him, instead of doing the ditching, why did you go clean the bathrooms in my primary school? At least that is they useful. So wasting the Manigra. So these things they have a research institute, integrate Manigra with the APMC. Hey, every farmer get the 3 or 4 labor. Then even I'm recommending farmer can, whatever the money they're paying for them, farmer can contribute 30%. Government can contribute 70%. At least they help the farmer too. And this kind of idea they don't do. And now, and now there is no market for the fruits. For the FMC, no MSP for fruits, vegetables. A lot of the fishery. Why do you put in those things? Put it, then the people encourage. And they don't want to do anything. They want only see, rice, wheat, because they are growing that easy way. If you put a MSP or other crops, and then if you give guidelines to the farmer, hey, this year you're doing rice, next year you're doing something else. Otherwise, we're not going to MSP. At least you do something. At least half you do rice, half you do something. At least the farmer can do that. You totally MSP, not they come up with the solutions, not create more problems. And now I'll give some background of this MSP. You know, MSP started since 1965. It started in giving incentives to farmers. 1980, India became a food independent. Before that, we used to import. Now, I mentioned you before, some of the products were importing. Those things, bring it, and why don't the farmers will give instead you grow it? You know, and up to 1980, we used to depend on wheat, on America, and other places. Once the Green Revolution started, we have our independent. Why don't you do other areas? And at UPA 2014 National Food Security Act, 80 plus crores are guaranteed food. Okay, 80% people guaranteed food means what guarantee? How do you define that? Also, if we could discuss 80%, okay, 80,000 crores will give guarantee, saying that we'll give employment, employment, and then we'll give not 2 rupees cash. So FCA will save, and this will be farmer will save, and they can add more products. See, they can do FCA more efficient. And FCA, they have put committees on FCA. I know FCA corruption, even FCA corruption. People are once exposed, then they'll come out. And now they said, and 30 rupees for rice, wheat, and 5 kg each person. And our expense is 1 person. 30 rupees is government is losing every person. So this forces FCA to buy the MSP and sell out the ration shops for 3 rupees rice, 2 rupees wheat, and the other one is the 1 rupee. So this is the way FCA is failing. Okay, let's put up, create more employment. They work hard, they make more money, they buy the price. If you can give 20 rupees, still they will buy cheaper 10 rupees outside the market. They can survive. At least you have to try some kind of mechanism. They don't want to try anything. All is FCA failed, APMC failed, everything is failed. I'll give everything to Ambani, Adani, they'll take care. And now, price fixing, MSP related issues. See, MSP, what price fixing method will be used? A2, input cost, and A2 plus F2 level, input cost plus labor cost. Now C2, A2 plus F2 plus land rent, if no farming, plus interest, money. And now Swaminathan C2 times 1.5 MSP. So these models, because already there, because these things, why I put in here is because a lot of people don't understand what is A2, what is A2 plus FL is in input cost and labor cost. These things don't know. People think that farmer can grow, just go there, put a seeds and it'll crop come out and then sell it free. And why is MSP only 2 plus 21 produces? And corruption and wastage and inflation. rupees 20 rupees purchase and 2 rupees sale. This is inflation. So, and water, crop pattern. So these things, they had address all this. And possible solution for MSP. Should MSP be legally guaranteed? Lack of mention of MSP means not anything. And court intervention through tribunal, registration of sponsors will be needed. And these two amendments. And if you want to go third one, but this is essential commodities, this is where role playing for the common man, in his city, especially urban, everybody, this affects these prices. And now onion rates are why is going up. Why didn't you put an MSP onion rate, the farmer grow more? And storages. Maybe modify. Why did you bring this act in a parliament select committee, open thing? How you going to do this? Otherwise you're going to be controlling the total market. And we'll see a simple example. Onions at all. Why onions all of a sudden raise the prices? Raise the prices. They increase. The farmer can't control that. So these things, third act is the Essential Commodity Act, and it's Essential Commodity Act, supply and demand. See, now, after demonetization, there is no money in, demonetization affected small traders, poor people, middle class people, and GST is applying to poor, small traders and poor people, this is applying. Even demonetization, rich people and big corporates, they save, and GST, they are all good, but poor people. See, government should understand these things, but they are not thinking about them. Now, people should aware that. See, what happening is most of the TVs, they're saying that this is good, but not analyzed way. So this is what my input.
No, it's, you have done a wonderful analysis, Rajeswar Reddy garu, because right, you being a farmer yourself in Jangaon, and the hardships which farmers face in a day-to-day life, and vis-a-vis these three amendments, you have literally exposed what has happened to the farming community when they went for amendments in America and Europe. You also brought that to light, and very specifically, very clearly, there should be protection to the crop. And what best way than giving an example of onion? Before Corona, we were giving, and then oil seeds, then pulses. Before Corona, what was the rate? During Corona, what was the rate? Now, after post-Corona, onions are selling in Kerala 87 rupees per kg. Can you believe? 87 rupees day to day, a commoner using vegetable. Why the hell you don't create minimum support price and make give incentives to the farmers so that they can grow? When they were growing more, you made farmer to have tears in his eyes. That because of that, Vajpayee lost when he sold 100 kg. Vajpayee central government lost, and Sheila Dikshit in Delhi also. They both lost because when they failed to control prices, when a common man got affected, you had to leave your seat. The same thing is happening now. I think Mr. Modi has to understand, and all the political parties, whether it is Congress or anyone, you have all kept liberal economy policies in your manifestos, which would have affected even APMC. Agriculture Produce Marketing Committees have been removed. What happened in Bihar? Because there was no regulation control mechanism, small marginal farmers, they could not do farming. That is why Bihar people migrated everywhere. That is why Bihar labor migrated. And thanks to Corona, God is a level player, nature is a level player. Reverse migration has happened because they are all basically dependent on agriculture. So these cities could not hold them. Now they had to go back. They were small marginal farmers in their villages. Because of contract farming, because government removed all regulations, Manmani, Babus rooted the markets, controlled the markets. That is why they could not grow anything. And they have become slaves in their own lands. And even then, they were not getting paid in a better way. Because either you do or die situation was created in Bihar That is why, whether it is Bihar, Orissa, or West Bengal, people migrated in large numbers to cities in southern India for want of living, though they had small pieces of land. Now, Corona made them to go back, and this is the time, instead of coming to their rescue, central government has put these three amendments to the fore, wherein, as you rightly clearly stated, when you have contract farming going, Punjab, Haryana, parts of Uttar Pradesh, parts of Rajasthan, they have all seen what happened through contract farming. Right from input subsidy, urea, seeds, then pesticides, what to do, what not to do, everything was dictated. Seed companies, the contracting company dictates them what to grow and what not to grow. And at the end of the day, when they, in the name of quality, they will reduce the price because there is no permanent price fixing for that commodity. What they have done after the produce, you have to sell this at this price. We are going to pay you only this. Either you dump or you die. That is why farmers started dying. For want of regulation on contract farming. Hitherto previously, we used to have regular crops, Kharif and Rabi, and then intermediate crops to feed our animal husbandry because they were vital for our fertility of the soil, water retention capacity and the environment. But over a period of time, because of mechanization, we have destroyed. That is why Punjab, Haryana, they have learned their lessons through contract farming, how difficult it was. First stage, the yield is good. Then the same seeds, 50% it will come down. Third year, it will come down much further and further. That is how they will make that land to die down so that more of imports happen because this contractor, this Babu, this corporate giant is getting something from somewhere else. He is also, because he is into contract farming everywhere along the world, he will allow you to die here, he will make you a slave, and then he will make you to migrate from the village so that there is a scarcity created in food market. That is how they will import and they make money, they make merry at the cost of farmer, our agriculture, our village economy, and we become slaves, worse than what East India Company has done. That is why these farmers have realized it in the very early stage, whether Bihar in the way of abolition of APMC or these two states who are in the forefront in the name of contract farming. The third aspect, what they have done in 2003, they have removed vital things from Essential Commodities Act. No more regulation on what you eat daily, a common man what he eats. That is how onions, potatoes, everything was taken off in 2003. Even I blame UPA. Instead of rectifying, they said we are talking to chief ministers. They allowed this loot. Now this NDA, it has come back to the same 2003. They have unlisted so many items from Essential Commodities Act. Now we are seeing it was 30-40 rupees onion before Corona, during Corona 60, after Corona. How is that it has gone to 87 rupees? Who is benefiting here? Is it farmer? And did consumer start getting a better pay? A journalist like me, we are without pay. And imagine the commoner who lost their jobs because of Corona and flood hit. Even rural farmers, they are suffering. Then how did these prices grow? Who is benefiting? Because you have unlisted them from the Essential Commodities Act, you have given a way for these fellows to make money, become rich, these 1% fellows, at the cost of 99% suffering public. Is this a welfare government? What the hell opposition parties are doing? Just you want to make political benefit out of it? It's shame. Our village economy, as Gandhi dreamed, Grama Swarajya, as our Lal Bahadur Shastri said, Jai Kisan and Jai Jawan. If you kill the spirit of agri-culture, you will not get staple food. Even staple food, what you eat in south we eat rice, in north they eat wheat. Now that will be dictated. And can we grow rice in abundance in Kashmir? Can we grow apples in abundance in South? The soil, richness, that is the unity in diversity which unites people. The similar way, the soil also unites this Indian subcontinent in such a beautiful way. How the hell you dictate terms through contract farming? If there is a demand in some other country, they will make you to sow the same seed, and seeds are also controlled by them. Seeds, fertilizers, pesticides. Now, with this, you are removing minimum support price. A farmer only knows how much he has invested, for what he has invested, and the cost of labor, because entire family, farmer's family is involved. You don't understand? Cottage industries, small scale, medium scale industries, everything got ruined right from demonetization. Now Corona has badly affected. These were all auxiliary systems working in tandem with the village agriculture. Our agriculture is our crops. Our crops facilitate the harvesting season. That is why every crop harvesting season goes with our festivals to identify with our farming community, and it knowledges us stating that you start eating this. That is how at the end of, right from January, Sankranti to Deepavali, down the line, down to Christmas, if you start eating whatever is harvested by our original farming community, you get nutritious diet. That is why India could surge ahead, could forge ahead in herd immunity when Europe, US are going for second lockdown because of lack of immunity, because they were made to eat all genetically predisposed seeds, compromised foodstuffs, and they are on supplements right from vitamin B to everything. I'm very sorry to say, but they are all our fellow brethren. How they have modified the immunity levels of developed country. Now the same thing is being thrust on India, but mind you, India is not like America. India is not like Europe. Here we have diversity in our unity. Kashmir apple to coconut in Kanyakumari, our soils are rich. Now we have seen the vagaries of contract farming. We have seen the vagaries of abolition of agriculture produce marketing committees, APMCs. We have seen the delisting of essential commodities from that act, how it has helped the price rise, benefiting these middlemen Babu at the cost of, even during Corona and after Corona, we don't have money. But pulses, 80 rupees, it has gone now to 150. Oils, 80 rupees then, now it has gone to 150 rupees. Onion, it has come to 10 rupees, 20 rupees. Now it is selling at 87. Carrots, 100 rupees in Kerala and all. What is this nonsense? Is this not enough? Still you want to thrust on us, and you finish off rural economy for the sake of 1% of this population. And as you rightly mentioned, then comes the arbitrariness. RDOs control, collectors control. They can be dictated by these babus, these corporate giants, because these are the people who are funding these political parties. And what a best way we have seen election bonds. Come on, take out, let BJP, Congress, everyone, let them make it clear to the public who their sponsors are. It will be revealed. Why the hell they should fund an election of a political party? And mind you, a businessman is a businessman. If he is investing 1 rupee, he expects not just one, he expects profit of another 9 rupees. That is how business is done. How can you do a business with staple food, with agriculture like India, which is 60 to 70% dependent on that? You could have added value addition by having food processing units everywhere, in every mandal, every panchayat. Why the hell government could not invest minimum things, 3,000 to 5,000 crores in a state like Telangana? They would have had drying, and you would have got ample amount of storages, not overburdening Food Corporation of India, FCI. You could have local storages. As and when the market grows, a farmer can sell. Because kindly remember one thing, neither a farmer nor a consumer, end user like us, we are getting benefited. Then who is getting benefited out of this? Middlemen Babu, who are funding political parties and who are being depicted by World Trade Organization and all those big laws, how they have destroyed American ethos, how they have made marginalized farmers in Europe. Same formula is being employed on us. That too during Corona phase, when people are suffering for lack of employment, when everyone was suffering, it is agriculture which has come to the rescue of India by giving us staple food, because we could store in FCI Godams, Food Corporation of India, other Godams, staple food, rice, wheat, pulses could be supplied through public distribution system at a much lesser cost. So people had that and they could gain natural immunity. But if you are finishing off this, the health of people is at stake. And why the hell a government should be there when it doesn't take care of health? Health is wealth. And it is people. And India is divergently different, because Indian constitution is submitted to Indian people itself. They are the constitution on their own. Right from Prime Minister to Chief Minister, Cabinet Secretary to Chief Secretary. They work, they take salaries out of the taxes paid by us. So we are the constitutional authority. At the cost of health of people of India, you want to trade. At the cost of culture, our crop, our festival, our nutrition, it is our identity. How can you take it away? So many farmers have been dying in that cold weather in Delhi and environs. How the hell a government be so listless, so unsympathetic? Shame. One precious life. We have seen developed countries waging wars. A precious life of Indian doesn't matter much to the governments. This is nonsense. This is trash. How can a government bully popular public sentiment, that to rural economy, that too we have attained self-sufficiency in food, staple food? How can you throw it away? You want to make India a slave again? A direct example is the UPA government was also a corporate by making an amendment to bring 49% foreign direct investment in retail. They stopped at that. But the so-called NDA, which vouches on Swadeshi Jagran, how is that you have increased it to 100% during Corona crisis? 100% foreign direct investment in retail means the street side milk vendors, kirana shops will vanish. They are the ones who have come to save by not allowing the spread of Corona. What has happened in Europe and America, we have seen. Long queues in front of malls. That is how the virus got spread. Because all the foodstuffs are not stored. Mind you, storage happens by government. Hoarding happens by the corporates. They were hoarding. They are hoarders. That is why when a situation came, instead of rescuing, the market prices were high and they had only distribution through malls, selected malls. Long queues you are witnessed. But see a country like India, because of small traders, kirana shop traders, milk vendors, street village vegetable vendors, we have survived. That is why we gained herd immunity. The spread was arrested. Unlike the situation in Europe and US, they had to go for lockdown to save lives, because for them lives matter. Even now they are going for lockdown. They say even let it take long time, but we will not put our people to this coronavirus. Already precious lives have been lost because there is lack of unity, because of these genetically predisposed corporate managed contract farming. They have become very volatile, and they had to depend on supplements. So these agriculture corporates, pharmacy, insurance, and the other bada babus funding political parties across the globe, now they are masterminding India. You have seen India, what a big market it is. But believe me, the government, if it doesn't open its eyes and listen its ears to the farmers, what has happened through onion to NDA then, what has happened through onion to Sheila Dixit, may God bless all. Sir, thank you, kind of you, very kind of you. At a short notice, I've been troubling you. Very short notice for coming back.
Final conclusion is,
Yeah.
first thing is, government has to go back to all these they had to step back,
Yep.
come back to new things, even though three bills, but repeal and modify, address the MSP, APMC, regulations, code. Farmers should be ready for the change because of the same thing I discussed with different MSP for different products. Give option to farmers, and even Managra to include with this one, and APMC should be strengthened, FCA should be strengthened. These things government should address. They are repeal all three things. Because some people say that no, we'll do amendments. The amendments not going to work. You have to repeal it, come back to new rules. Then even coming in last one also, that is very dangerous for the common man. This is my conclusion, sir. Thank you,
Wonderful,
sir. Thank you,
wonderful,
sir. Thank you.
wonderful. One wonderful point, Manarega, as he rightly pointed out, because he comes from a village setup, he knows. 100 days of minimum employment, what is happening? Why don't you align it with agriculture? They will have 365 days. You make it 365 days. Why are you not doing that, government? It's a wonderful suggestion. Not only that, you harped on tribunals. Farmer tribunals should be there. Farmers should be the ones who should be going to these tribunals. And not only that, even MSPs and all, there should be tribunals or regulatory committees involving farming community. Not those who are close to political reigns. No. Genuine farmers should be accommodated along with the consumers also. People like us, we buy. We have every right to know what is happening, how much they are investing, how much profit they should have, and how much at what rate I should buy. Why the hell middlemen should go? Government is a welfare activity. And through contract farming, I missed one point. I have seen what happened in Punjab, Haryana. All insurance, all the other things were being enjoyed by these corporate giants, not farmers who have been toiling hard in their fields. So at least I hope your suggestions.
And one more point in this bill, they include the government backed by insurance company. That is also very important, sir, because right now this insurance company, this government drain. And third thing is, BJP government, they are thinking that like us, middle class people, those who are living in big cities, they have money, they want to squeeze the people. That's bottom line is, people, those who voted for BJP or those who voted even UPA, think about the consumers. That is the important thing.
Wonderful, because we have Onion draining NDA, Onion defeating Sheila Dikshit also. Let them not forget. Thank you very much, sir. Let us hope. Let us hope. Jai Kisan Grama Swarajya will prevail.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.